Solve Leetcode question 45, jump game 2, and given an array of non-negative integer nums, and you are initially positioned at the first index of the array, so you're at this position here. Each element in the array represents max jump length at the position. That means the 0 position is 2, right? That means max you can jump to 1, 2, and your goal is to reach the last index in the minimal number of jumps. You can assume that you always reach the last index. So you will for sure be able to reach the last index. And it's kind of similar to the jump game one, but it's also different because this time instead of return true or false, if you can reach the last index, you are guaranteed will be able to reach the last index, but it asks you to return the minimum number of jumps. So these are the number that max you can jump, but you don't have to jump 3. Whatever one, however one you jump, take the least step to reach the end of the array. So minimum number of jumps to reach the last index is 2 because you jump one from step or one from index 0 to 1 here, and then 3 step to the last index, 1, 2, 3 to the last index. So then you reach to the end of the list. And then this one is you take 2 jump as well, and you can take the first one. So for this one, you can take 1 step from 0 to 1, and then take 3 steps from here to 1, 2, 3 to the end of the list. And here's some constraints here. And in the past 6 months, and you can see Amazon asked this question 13 times, and it's definitely a question worth practicing. And if you look at this number here, it's basically the same greedy solution, and that's how you can make sure that you will for sure to be able to jump to the end of the list. So the list is 2, 3, 1, 1, 4, right? And then let me also write out the index here. So the index for each one is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And when we jump from the beginning of the list, how we do the greedy solution is that we want to make sure every single jump that we can reach the maximum result, and we just calculate it, compare which one can help us to reach the maximum result. And if you look at this list, the first step, right, we can jump 0, 1, or 2, but the max amount that we can jump is basically index 0 plus 2, which is 2. So the max we can jump is to this position, right? Let me separate this out for you so you can see this clearly. So the max we can jump from the 0 position is to this index 2. That's the max. So we already have the range for the max jump. And when we jump from here to here, that we already jumped the 1 step, right? And there's no any other way around. But if we know it's from here, then we continue to go on the list. If we jump 1 more step, so we already count a step as 1 right now. And if we jump to the next step, and we can check every single I is smaller than this one, and we're gonna check how far each other ones can get to the next level's max. And then we compare every single max that we can get, and then we'll be able to find the least step to reach the end of the list. So we can take a look at 3 here, and if we jump from 3 here, and the max, the furthest will be 4, it's because 3 plus 1, that is 4, right? So you jump from 1, 2, 3. And then use 3 steps. So that means we reach to the 4. It's the end of the list, but also the end of the most further we can go for the next jump, right? And then if we calculate check 1, right? 1, it will be reached at the index 3 position. Basically 1 will reach here. 1 is smaller than 4. So the next range for the next jump max we can reach is 4. so the idea is that every single step you just jump and calculate the max jump and keep updating it, and then each time you add a counter for the result that you need to return one jump and two jump within the range. So you keep track of the range and increasing the result, the jump, every time when you go to the next range, and then you will be able to find the least amount of jump with the maximum that you can jump the furthest. That's basically the idea, the thought process that you can do it. And I'm gonna show you how to do this in code. So I'm gonna give different variables. One is the result, basically the minimum number of jump that we need to perform, and I'm gonna say a current jump. I'm gonna set to the maximum, like the range, and also max jump. It's each step when we jump to the max, and I'm initially gonna set all of them to 0, and I'm gonna say for I in range length of nums -1, because I don't want to, for the last one we don't need to jump anymore, that's why -1. And I'm gonna say the max jump for every single step is the max of the max jump, and the I plus nums I. Is that right? If you look at it, is that max jump at the beginning is 0, right? But then if we update the max jump is I plus 2, basically 2. So we jump here. That's the every single jump. It's the max, the furthest that we can reach. And then like for this one, is 3 plus 1, that is 4, the max jump that we can reach, right? We're gonna update this max jump. And so if I is equal to current jump, so if I is already to the, is I already equal to the current jump for the like this step, the current jump is at 0, right? Is I already is at the last index of this range, then what am I gonna do? I'm gonna, because I'm about to jump to the next one, so I'm gonna resolve add and +1. So I'm gonna add one more jump, and because it goes to the next range, right? And then I'm also gonna update the current jump to the max jump. So I'm gonna update the current jump originally at here. I'm gonna update the current jump with the max jump because I'm about to go to the next step for the iteration. And then that's how you update the list. And in the end, all you need to do is just return the result, and that will help you to calculate the minimum step of jump. Yep. If you think this is helpful, please like my video and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you soon with more Leetcode questions. Bye bye.